Kelvin cycle. So what is Kelvin cycle? Okay, so in the previous classes already we have learned about photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process where plants can prepare their own food material with the help of sunlight. So that food material is nothing but your glucose. So photosynthesis is a two-step process. Photosynthesis is a two-step process where light reaction and your dark reaction is observed. In your light reaction, synthesis of ATP and NADPH molecules are observed. So ATP is your phosphorylating high energy compound and your NADPH is your reducing power. So these are the end products of your light reaction. So basing on these end products are utilized for your dark reaction as your carbon dioxide reduces to form glucose, that is the food material for your plants. So this is your glucose. So carbon dioxide gets reduced with the help of your end products that are synthesized during your light reaction, that is your ATP, high energy phosphorylating unit, subunit compound, and your NADPH, that is your your reducing power. So this is the overall framework for your photosynthesis. So already we have learned about light reaction. So this light reaction, again, it is a two-step process which gives your cyclic photophosphorylation and as well your non-cyclic photophosphorylation, isn't it? So already we have learned about these two cycles. Now in this video tutorial we will be learning about your dark reaction, how your CO2 is getting reduced into glucose with the help of your ATP and NADPH, that are your end products of your light reaction. So this reduction of carbon dioxide into glucose is observed with the C3 cycle and as well your C4 cycle. So in a series of modules, video tutorials, we will be discussing about the C3 cycle and your C4 cycle. So in this present tutorial, a brief overall framework, we will be discussing about a framework of your C3 cycle. So this C3 cycle is also known as your Kelvin cycle, isn't it? So this Kelvin cycle is also known as C3 cycle. So this C3 cycle, why it is named as C3 cycle and why it is named as Kelvin cycle. So this cycle was first introduced by Melvin Kelvin. So Kelvin and his co-workers first initially demonstrated this C3 cycle and they have concluded that this cycle, the initial compounds that are taking place in your C3 cycle, the starting materials for your C3 cycle is a 3-carbon containing compound, hence it is also known as C3 cycle. Why? Because this cycle is initially started up with a 3-carbon containing compound, hence it is known as C3 cycle. As well, Melvin Kelvin has first introduced this cycle, so by his name Kelvin cycle is named. So what did they anticipate? He has initially taken green algae. So Kelvin and his co-workers first taken this green algae and they has exposed this green algae to sunlight. Okay, so when they have exposed this particular green algae to sunlight, they have obtained different carbon containing compounds. So this different carbon containing compounds they have tagged this carbon containing compound with C14 radioactive substance. So why did they tag this carbon containing products? The end products are formed after when this green algae is exposed to sunlight. So they have exposed this green algae to sunlight or to a hot methanol. Okay, so when they have exposed this green algae to a sunlight or they have treated with this green algae to hot methanol, the end products formed contains different carbon containing compounds. So in order to anticipate the series of carbon containing compounds formed during this reaction, they have tagged these carbon containing compounds before exposure with C14 radioactive element, so that they can easily anticipate and interpret the compounds that are formed during after exposure to sunlight. So they have noticed that the carbon containing compounds were your C3 carbon containing compound. So that particular C3 carbon containing compound will actually take place in the C3 cycle. So hence the name C3 cycle. And moreover, they have also interpreted that the CO2 will easily get reduced to form a glucose material, isn't it, in your plants? So this is a 1 carbon containing compound will get into reaction with a 2 carbon containing compound which forms a C3 cycle, isn't it? But this is not what happening. They have demonstrated and they have observed that this particular CO2, what it is going into the reaction, will go and react with a C5 carbon containing compound but not with your 2 carbon containing compound, and hence the formed reaction is a RUBP. What is this RUBP? Now again the question arises, what is this RUBP? So RUBP is, so what is this RUBP? So this RUBP is rubulose biphosphate. Okay, so this is a 5 carbon containing compound and it is a ketose sugar. So this is a 5 carbon containing compound which go and reacts with your carbon dioxide but not with your 2 carbon containing compound. So this is the actual reaction what is now taking place in your C3 cycle. So this is first they have interpreted in your C3 cycle. As well, they have also noticed that this particular Calvin cycle is a 3-step process, that is carboxylation and reduction and regeneration. So in detail we will be learning all these 3 steps in the further videos, but I will give just an overall framework for this particular 3 steps. So as I said earlier, the carbon dioxide will go and react with this particular 5 carbon containing compound. This is your RUBP, 5 carbon containing compound, that is ketose sugar. So the enzyme, the key enzyme present here for your whole dark reaction is RUBP-CO. Rubisco. Okay, so this is known as Rubisco. So what is Rubisco? RUBP is RUBP, that is rubulose biphosphate, that is your RUB. Co means carboxylase and oxygenase. So this is a key enzyme that is involved in your C3 cycle, and this key enzyme is based on 3 factors, external factors, that is temperature, carbon dioxide content, concentration of carbon dioxide and concentration of oxygen. Basing on these 3 factors, external factors, the Rubisco enzyme activity is based. If your carbon dioxide content is more, then it acts as a carboxylase enzyme activity. If your oxygen content is more, then it acts as an oxygenase enzyme activity. So in the further videos, we will be dealing with the in-depth reaction of your carboxylation, reduction and regeneration. Thank you.